With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 28.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Go down.
Now Allen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The Cardinals' 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know.
Now a carry for Allen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Squeeze, go.
On third down, it's Allen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find Walter. That's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
At the 17-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
On first down, Allen. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jerry Hughes, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett There to make the grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry now for Deuce McAllister. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running right, here's McAllister. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to air it out deep for... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
14.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
50. Switch up.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on second down, Wilson. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. 22 yards there, a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Green. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins to the right side to Eric Ebron. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Jets take over. Good one, let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. They gonna need some therapy after this. Feel up.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jesse Tangle. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man, it's driver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check my 21. Watch the screen.
give right side. McAllister. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short little throw to Ebron. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's get it.
Let's go, D. Watch time. Tight end's right. Watch time.
Cousins now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They stay on the ground with Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returning is Peppers. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Allen. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I got you. I got you.
Cousins to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Ebron with it over the middle. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw is Cousins. That'll be caught by McAllister. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. That's caught. It's Thomas. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run for it here with McAllister. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deuce McAllister there to make the grab. rib as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go again.
Alert.
Throwing again. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Touch 50.
Wilson will throw again. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. They'll run with Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wilson. Caught by Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. That one complete to Driver. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Donald Driver, the intended receiver. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jets. First down.
Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Hall of Famer Ty Law coming up from the secondary to make the tackle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
3rd down and 1.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.